This time last year, we introduced to you Team ORCC, where 4 members of off.road.cc staff tried their hands at full seasons of racing, and you followed along as we experienced the highs and lows of grassroots racing. And for 2023, we've scored another racing deal.
So this year we're going to do things slightly differently. It's just going to be the 2 of us, and we're going to be riding enduro and gravel. And today we're here in Nottingham at the Rally Experience Centre to have a look at our this year's sponsors.
So coming all the way to Nottingham to the Rally Experience Centre wasn't enough of a giveaway. Well, Rally is sponsoring this season for us with their range of brands. So that's Met for helmets, Continental for tyres, Stands for wheels and seals, and of course the Lapierre bikes. So let's go over everything, and we'll start off with Met helmets. So for my enduro season, I'm running the Parachute MCL, which stands for Magnetic Chin Bar Release. So this is a convertible helmet. It comes with MIPS and it's ASTM certified, so it's got all the protection you ever need. But what's great about it is because it is a convertible helmet, that I can use it as a half shell for when I'm training, but when I'm racing, I can get that extra protection from the chin bar. It's a super way to use it.
So I am running the Trenta Carbon 3K helmet. So that's a Tour de France winning helmet. So very race ready, lightweight helmet. Comes with MIPS, so there's still protection, although not as much as your helmet. But a very well ventilated lightweight helmet that will speed me up. Next up we have tyres. So we will be both running Continental tyres, but quite different tyres. So I'm going to be running these Terra Speed ones for the first couple of months probably. These are really fast gravel tyres and also really good on the road because of the really grippy compound. Later on I might be changing to something a bit chunkier and knobblier, but Liam is already gonna start off with something quite knobbly.
Absolutely. So just last year, Continental released a whole new gravity range featuring 5 different treads, 4 different names. That also comes with a range of casings and a range of rubber compounds. So I'm going to be running initially the Cryptosal tyres, so that's the front and rear specific tyres, but if things get extra muddy, they have the Argotile, which is even more aggressive. But these ones, as they stand, should be perfect for most of the year unless it does get proper muddy. Okay, so our next sponsor, we're talking about Stands No Tubes, and they're supplying us with both wheels and their tubeless repair and tubeless setup range. So here I'll be running the Stands Flow Mark IVs, so they come with that famous rim profile that should help with tubeless setup and make it super easy. But what's really exciting is the new hub that was released just last year. So they call it M-Pulse, and rather than using springs to push the poles into the teeth, it uses neodymium magnets to pull them into the teeth. So it should result in a stronger engagement. Of course, the engagement is pretty damn quick too.
Yeah.
Tell us about the tubeless stuff.
So yeah, we are going to be running Stands sealant, and we are also going to be carrying these dart tools with us so that we can, if we do happen to get a puncture, get it plugged and sealed. So these ones react with the sealant, so it's not just the plug that goes in, but yeah, should create kind of airtight seal and work for a longer time than just a regular plug.
Yeah, and that's excellent because, you know, with some usual plugs that can fall out mid-trail, and that's an absolute nightmare to have to re-plug something. So if it is as stable as it says, that's excellent news for us, isn't it? So we've gone over all of the kit, and perhaps the most exciting part are the bikes. So we're sponsored by Lapierre, and Sue's going to be running the E-Cross Hill, and I'm going to be on the Spicy. We've got Gareth here, who's the brand manager at Lapierre. He's going to tell us a little bit about the brand and the bikes.
Yeah, of course. So first up, obviously Lapierre, a little bit of history. So established 1946. So even with my maths, it's a good 75 years plus worth of bike production. So with Lapierre, you are genuinely getting some genuine European heritage when you look at these bikes. I think also importantly is the philosophy. It's what they've always lived to, it's what they still strive for, and it's what we still stick to today. You know, ultimately it's all about, you know, technological innovation. It's about aesthetics. It's about taking the experience they've got not only for manufacturing but also from the athletes that they've supported, and obviously the teams that they've obviously had over the years, which even today you think of Group Arm and FDJ, you think of Lapierre Zip Collective. And what that ultimately then means is that they get bikes that are produced, which I think the best phrase to use really with this is, you know, attainable performance. I think that's the key thing for this.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the bikes you're riding?
Of course, we take the console first of all. It's ultimately a gravel bike. So it's about having a versatile gravel bike first and foremost, but with the added benefit of obviously that little bit of extra boost and that little bit of power from the systems. Talking of the system very, very briefly, it's the e-bike motion system, 250 watt-hour battery, 14 Newton meter motor, hub driven. So obviously when you look at it, it just looks like a normal gravel bike. And you look at it, so in regards to mileage you'll be able to do on that, conceivably 50-60 mile bike rides shouldn't be an issue in the slightest. But you can see here you've got something which is going to be able to support you on basically any adventure that you want to go on.
Excellent.
Take it to the spicing. So we talked before about taking what the pro race teams are riding on. It's the same chassis that Adrian and Isabeau were both riding in the WSs last year, what they'll be riding this year as well. So you take that technology and it comes right the way down to a package which is, you know, phenomenally good value for money. As you can see from this, you know, you've got the full Fox finishing kit, you've got the SRAM Eagle. So again, 170mm travel, 29er, 150mm dropper post. Perfect privateers, enjoyable bike.
Excellent. So yeah, we're really excited to be running Lapierre bikes, especially with their racing heritage.
That's all of our sponsors, all of our kit looked over, and we are now ready to ride the bike. So we're going to get them ready and go outside and test them out.
So we're out on the trails and I can't think of a better time to have a chat about what we're doing this season. So Suvi, you're obviously riding gravel on an e-gravel bike, which is pretty exciting as it is. So yeah, tell us about what you've got planned for the season.
So yeah, I've got my main event coming in late summer, so I'm gonna train the whole season for that main event and hopefully do a bit smaller events throughout the summer. And yeah, quite excited to get a lot of good base training on because the electric assistance obviously will help me to do the zone 2 rides that I'm notoriously bad at. So yeah, really looking forward to that. What kind of events do you have lined up?
So I've last year I did the Southern Enduro and I'm going to go back to do that, and I think that might give me a better chance in my racing. Now I know what these events are about and what these locations can offer. And yeah, so my main big event, so we're working up to a big event. We're going to do like training and stuff with people. They're a massive big event. The Southern Enduro in Minehead is a British National Enduro Series race, so that's where all the really serious riders come along and do really fast riding. So I'm excited to go back to that and see how well I may have improved from last time. But mainly just have another go at knowing what it's like now.
Yeah, you already know the course maybe as well.
Exactly. So out of the whole season, you know, what are you most looking forward to?
I think training. There's some really, really exciting things coming up, which we'll reveal in the upcoming episodes. But training for me, and just getting good training in and improving, seeing some improvement in my riding skills and just fitness.
Excellent. Yeah, you know, it's exactly the same for me. So yeah, we've got some really exciting people coming up to help us with bike setup and some coaching, and I think that is, you know, racing's amazing fun as it is, but to have such interesting people helping us improve our riding, hopefully that will improve our riding and yeah, do really well. Yeah. So your goals and aims?
My goals, I think I really want to smash the main event that I'm going to do. I mean, I think it would be a shame if I didn't when I have a little bit of assistance on my bike as well. But yeah, I also just enjoy riding my bike and exploring new places.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that part as well. How about you?
So last season my main aim was to get top 20 and I was very quickly humbled. So I think in my main event maybe like a top 40, top 30, I'll be really happy with that. But
again, last season I saw my riding grow quite a lot just through pushing myself in between the tapes and just trying to like, do really well. So I'm hoping that that kind of theme continues a little bit further, and yeah, we'll crack on.
Yeah.
So that is basically what we've got planned for our season. We're doing things a little bit differently, so each episode will come out every 2 months, and each episode will have a theme. So next month we're going to be talking about bike setup and suspension setup. As always, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in a couple of months.
See you.